Newfoundland's government is coming under fire from former workers of an asbestos mine. It's been 20 years since the mine in Baie Verte, Newfoundland, stopped producing asbestos. But all these years later, the miners who breathed in the toxic dust say authorities are ignoring the science and denying them compensation. Ross Lord has that story.
The old asbestos mine in Baie Verte, Newfoundland is idle, but there's still a filthy residue in the lungs of the men who worked here.
I lost half my lung, right lobe. Work-related.
I got a breathing problem. I can't breathe. I got no breath, eh?
Since the mine closed 2 decades ago, the men who worked here have been suffering in silence. Now they've got some reason for optimism. New scientific findings about the legacy of this mine.
I was quite struck by how high the disease rates were.
Dr. Stephen Bornstein compiled a report for the Newfoundland government last year showing 169 cases of asbestos-related disease. 58 men have died, many from lung cancer, but 2/3 of compensation claims have been denied.
The group would like to see the commission review the compensation claims that have been submitted.
It could be resolved through legislation. Most provinces have a law aimed primarily at protecting firefighters that eases the burden of proof on workers exposed to health hazards. Newfoundland doesn't, and to this point has no plans to review the cases.
It's really hard to get to that place where we can say definitively that we need to bring in presumptive cancer legislation or policies.
For now, former workers like Lawrence Hoven are struggling. Hoven was given $2,000 in compensation for his asbestosis, which complicates even routine trips to the basement.
I think if they looked at it again right now with the way I'm breathing, I'm sure they would, hopefully, they would consider the fact that I'm gradually getting worse.
The biggest hurdle emotionally is playing music at funerals for his former co-workers.
It's a different way of life, but we'll move on.
It's the hardest thing you could do, to play and sing at a friend's that you work with at the mine, play at their funeral. And they died, and probably who knows what they died of.
It's increasingly clear to him their jobs were to blame, but still unclear if that connection will ever be acknowledged. Ross Lord, Global News, Baie Verte, Newfoundland.